Hi, people feel down and depressed because they do not live a life according to their values. If you're feeling perhaps a little bit down, a little bit unfulfilled, it is possible that you're not living a life aligned with your highest values. I'm a psychotherapist, and this is something we often teach to patients in therapy, in particular if they're suffering with depression. So, we help patients to understand a little bit more about themselves, a little bit more about what makes them happy, what ticks them, and also help them to redesign their lives in a way that is actually aligned with their highest values. So, in this video, I'm going to first share with you what are those 10 values, which is 10 different areas of our lives. And also, I'm going to share with you some tips and suggestions how you might be able to live a life, a little bit more fulfilling life, in line with your highest values. So you may want to get a pen and paper and actually write those values down, because later on you may actually really benefit from going through them and thinking a little bit more in depth about them. So value 1, parenting, personal growth, leisure, spirituality, health, work, community, family relationships, intimate relationships, and social interactions or social relationships. So imagine a scenario where a person really values family time. Okay, whether it's spending time with their children, whether it's seeing their parents. However, they have a job where they frequently have to travel and maybe stay away for like 2 weeks, 1 month at a time. So, which means that they don't get to see their family, they don't get to spend that quality time with their family. How do you think this person is likely to feel after a while? Imagine another scenario where a person really values a romantic relationship, but they are in a perhaps abusive relationship, or perhaps they have been single for quite some time because they have fears about getting attached or engaging with someone. Whatever it might be, they're just not really living to that standard of the highest value of that, having that loving, intimate relationship. Or another example might be if a person is really valuing spirituality and maybe they like to go to church every Sunday, or they like to go to mosque or synagogue, wherever their worship place might be, but work always seems to get in the way of them going to that place of worship. How do you think they are likely to feel after a while? So what I'm suggesting to you is actually to go through all of those values for yourself and start rating them. Ask this question to yourself: how much do I value this particular value? Whether it's, imagine that it's parenting, personal growth, health, leisure. Out of 10, say that you really value your health, and, exercising, eating well is very important for you. Then maybe it is a 9 for you. And then the next thing, ask yourself, how much, according to this highest value that I am living my life at the moment. So for example, you really value health, you really love to go to gym, you really love to exercise, and you really love to eat well, and maybe you do a little bit mindful meditation, whatever it might be there. However, you have not done any of those, say for the last couple of months. So then it would be a low number, isn't it? I am really valuing this thing, it's 9 out of 10, but I am not actually living according to that value. So maybe go over to this list and see for yourself how much you are aligned with your highest values. And if you are realizing that you are actually quite misaligned with those values, that might explain quite a bit. And then maybe you could kind of think a little bit about how you might restructure your life in a way that is aligned with your values, so that you do feel a bit more fulfilled. Okay, so let me know how it goes in the comments. I hope you find these tips helpful, and